I wanna go to Disney, where the magic never ends.
On June 10th, I was back at Disney Sea for my second day. Here I was able to do some more exploring of the park, ride several more rides, including making my way to Fantasy Springs and finally getting to see the Frozen ride and the Rapunzel ride and just the land in general at night, where it was absolutely beautiful. I was also able to experience a phenomenal course meal at Magellan's that was probably one of the best meals of this trip. Come with me as we spend another wonderful day at Tokyo Disney Sea.
All right, I am waiting in line for Tower of Terror. It's a posted 60-minute wait time. I do have a timer going to see if it's a little less. You'll have to forgive me, guys. I forgot to put my mic on before I left the hotel room today, so I don't have that. I'll try to fix the sound in editing so it'll be a little bit better. But as you can see, the building is themed to the Mediterranean harbor, so it's a little different than the Tower of Terror, both in Hollywood and in Orlando. It's also got a different owner, so instead of being like somebody went lost or being Guardian of the Galaxy, this one's owned by a man named Hightower, and it's got a different backstory line.
私は爆弾や金をかけ、命を危険にさらしてこいつを手に入れた。原住民の皆様方は手放すのを嫌がったがね。
ハイタワーマン、それは呪いの空想だと言われてますよね。
はあ、呪いの空想だと？バカバカしい。シリキウトゥンドゥの呪いは本物だ。これ以上先に行ってはならん。私と同じ運命になるぞ。私の忠告を聞け。呪いは本物だ。シリキウトゥンドゥの目や。早く逃げろ。まだ間に合う。
Guys. Alright, I decided to get a few more snack-like items, especially from the Food and Wine Festival and from the Duffy Festival at Disney Sea. So the first item I have is the broccoli and cheese fondue. And you've got several really good pieces of broccoli in here. The cheese and then one piece of bread. Dripping with the cheese sauce, which is perfect. I mean, you can't go wrong with broccoli and cheese. It's a classic combination. Try a little bit of it with the bread. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. It's really good. It's perfect for today because today's a little on the cooler side and rainy, so having something nice and hot and warm like this actually feels great. So this is a win in my book. Alright, and then I also got the cheese mousse. And it's themed to Duffy, so it looks like it has a little fruit on top, a little cream, and a little Duffy chocolate. I could have gotten a souvenir cup with this, but I'm not like a big Duffy fan as much as I am with Mickey, Minnie, and the rest, so I decided to go ahead and skip the souvenir cup this time. That's really good. So basically, it's like a deconstructed cheesecake. Because the cream cheese, you know, has that cheesecake texture and flavor, and then the fruit that's on top was a lemon jam, which I love anything lemon. This is really good. I've got to give this a 5 out of 5 because it's super strong in my mouth. The flavors are just absolutely perfect together. Very refreshing, fruity, creamy. I'm glad I chose this one. Alright, I got my second box of popcorn. This time I just went with the caramel popcorn. And you can see that most of it is just a seasoning that's kind of spread throughout. But let's give it a try. Sorry, I'm doing everything one-handed. Guys, it's too wet to sit down. So, it's a very light flavor. It's not very strong at all. It's not bad though. Oh, darn it. I am making a mush. Overall, I'd rate this a 2.5 out of 5. It's not really what I expected it to be. I expected the caramel flavor to be a little bit more prominent, but it's not bad. If you're kind of picky taste-wise, this is a solid, simple choice. Alright, a little bit ago I saw Mickey's Big Band Beat at the Broadway Theater, and that show was great. I can't film during it, so obviously I didn't. But it was jazz and swing and tap. I really enjoyed it. But now I'm waiting in line for Journey to the Center of the Earth. They say it's going to be a 60-minute wait. I'm going to set a timer. When it was a 60-minute wait for Tower of Terror, I only really waited 50 minutes, so maybe I'll be lucky enough, and this one will also only be 45 or 50 minutes instead of the posted 60 minutes. But I'll let you know when I'm done. All right, I'm trying the next item that was on my list to try, which is the Yucatan sausage roll. It's really simple. It is just literally a sausage in a bread roll. Even though it's simple, it's really good. The sausage is very well spiced. And the bread is soft on the inside, but then crunchy on the outside. I'd give this a 3 out of 5. I mean, it's really not a bad little snack item, which is what I was looking for because I have my Magellan's dinner in a little less than 2 hours, and so I didn't want to eat anything too heavy. But yeah, this is pretty darn good. This is my special drink. And you'll see that there is cinnamon and lemon and a little plastic flower for decoration. It has
ginger and fruit and carbonation, like a soda. And of course, they said before you drink it, make sure you stir it. So, gonna stir it nice and well. Oh, and there's jelly in here as well. And that's a big theme here, to have the jelly in the drinks, which I don't mind. Alright, I think I've got it stirred up enough. That's really good. So I get notes of the cranberry, a little bit of the cinnamon. I think the jelly is a great flavor, and it's got the carbonation too. This is really, really tart and refreshing. It is a 5 out of 5 in my book. Very, very good. And I get to keep the glass. Alright, they brought out my first course, and I got the pork. So here's the pork, and then there's some salt for it. Then there is some cheese and some walnuts. And then they said that this is a honey sauce, and I think she said this was like a fruit sauce. It looks absolutely divine and delicious. And then I also got the bread, and there's a plain bread and a walnut bread. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and try the breads first. We'll start with the walnut because they're both really warm. That's pretty good. It's sweet from the walnuts, and you've got the texture of the crunch too. But then, of course, you have your doughiness from the bread, which is actually really good. All right, let's try this pork. So let's get a piece of the pork, and we'll try it in the strawberries or the fruit sauce first. So the pork is chilled, and that fruit sauce goes with it very, very well. So let's try it. Now, let's take a little bit of the cheese and nuts. That made it so much better. Okay, now let's try it with, I guess, a little bit of the salt. Maybe a little honey. This dish is so flavorful and rich in profile. It's got fruit, it's got nuts, it's got the savoriness from the pork and the salt, and then the veggies. Course one, it has to be a 5 out of 5. I couldn't rate it any lower than that. Okay, the second portion of it, which I just dropped a little bit, is a duck roulette. So this is a duck, and it comes on a little piece of bread and a little crunchy cracker. That is also really good. Sorry, Donald. I know it's your birthday celebration, but I had to eat you. Alright, this is the second course. It is a scallop with Japanese sea brain in this really good looking sauce, and they told me to enjoy it with the sauce and then also to use this ginger on the side. which I have yet to have Japanese sea bream, so this will be a new experience. Then again, what is this entire trip then but a new experience? Let's try the scallop. Oh, hi. Arigatou gozaimasu. Alright, let's try the scallop with just the sauce first. Oh, thank you. That is perfectly cooked, and that sauce is so rich. Alright, let's try it with a little bit of the ginger. That adds a depth to it, making it a little bit sweeter, but still really good. I think, however, I prefer the scallop without the ginger. Alright, let's try the sea bream first. And it's very light and flaky. It doesn't really have a strong, as some people would describe it, fishy taste. Alright, let's try it with the ginger. This is a very, very solid dish. I don't think it's quite a 5 though, so I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Alright, this is my third course. It is the grilled beef loin with Madeira sauce, that's right here, and almond duca, that's right over here. They said to enjoy the beef with the sauce, but then there's also some salt to change the flavor, and some spices. So I'm going to try all the different varieties. That is so tender. I just cut this. This is not even a sharp knife at all, and it cuts through it no problem. Alright, let's try it with just the sauce first. The beef is tender, it is perfectly cooked, it has a nice charry sear on the outside, but still juicy on the inside. And that sauce is super salty and rich. That is so good. Oh, let's try it in a different way. Okay, I'm cutting against the grain. Okay, let's try it with just a little salt. The steak is so perfectly cooked that I could eat just a little salt. You don't need any sauce at all, really. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try it more. Alright, got a couple more pieces. It's like a barbecue spice. That is phenomenal. I haven't even tried the side dishes. This is an absolute 5 out of 5. Like, it is perfect. Just try this almond. Not that pan. That's different. It almost tastes kind of like a couscous to me. Like it's that kind of texture. This was the perfect choice. I'm glad I went with the beef loin.
Alright, my dessert course has arrived. This is a praline chocolate cake with an orange compote and a lemon sherbet. And then it comes with either tea or coffee, and I chose iced tea because that's just what I was in the mood for today. Let's give it a shot. I love the fact that it's got this chocolate Magellan sign on it, but you can see I got the cake. That is really good. The layers are light and fluffy, but it's got a heavy nut praline taste. And then the chocolate and the fruit, it is a perfect combination. This is so good. Let's try a little bit. That lemon sherbet, or sherbet I should say, is just fresh made, you can tell. And it's super tart, but it goes great with the chocolate and the praline. This is an absolute 5 out of 5. I couldn't go lower than that. So I'm finally making my way to this Fantasy Springs. I just have kind of been waiting for the ride times to die down and hitting some of the other areas. But yeah, it's a beautiful little walk, and then as you come into the springs, you see these intricate decorations such as the door and then the actual springs themselves with all the different beautiful artwork such as Anna and Elsa and Rapunzel and Peter Pan. Wow, this is absolutely stunning. And I know there's more to come. Up there you can see the Fantasy Springs Hotel. There's no way I could afford staying there. It goes upwards of $500 a night or more, depending on what room you book. But I'm walking my way towards the Rapunzel's Magical Lantern Festival because that's gonna be my first ride in Fantasy Springs. And the last time I checked, the wait time was 40 minutes. So fingers crossed that that's how long it still is. Whether it isn't or isn't, though, I'm gonna be waiting. Well, I lucked out, and it's not a 40 or 50 minute wait. It's only a 30-minute wait that's posted, so maybe I'll be even luckier and it'll be less than 30 minutes. Let's hop in line, though.
I wanna go to Disney, where the magic never ends. I'll see Mickey and Minnie and make some new friends. I wanna fly, I wanna see all the castles and the dreams. I wanna play in the land of magic every day. Let's go to the rides, where the fun never stops. With the wave of a wand, we can reach for the top. I wanna fly, I wanna see all the castles and the dreams. I wanna play in the land of magic every day. Magic's in the air, with fairy tales everywhere. I'll laugh and sing, it's a wonderful thing. I wanna fly, I wanna see all the castles and the dreams. I wanna play in the land of magic every day. So let's go now, make it real. Disney magic is the deal. I wanna go to Disney and feel the magic, oh so real. I wanna fly, I wanna see all the castles and the dreams. I wanna play in the land